Hello everyone, it's me, Agreeable Goose, and today's video is more different. As you know, I made myself an alternative universe, or AU, as it's generally called around each community. My one being a little bit unique since it's based around Indie Cross, but not the one made by Morrow, but it is inspired by him, or them. And I did ask someone to go over and explain it in a little bit of detail and trying to guess what each episode could correlate to. And their name is Gabe Vincible, apparently. But hey, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and like the video and comment down what would you like to see more of these reaction videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to check his channel since he has 4,000, and he also explains other horror AUs. No matter ado, let's begin. Okay, here we are. This is the video. It's credited. And before I play it, I will pause in between this stuff. If you want to see the full version of me not pausing it, I'll put a link in the description to the original video along with the creator's channel. You know about my TikTok, so yeah, I'll post it in the link below as well for you guys to see. So no more further ado, let's begin.
Indie Cross is an animated web series created by Morrow. The series, as explained by the title, is a crossover of various indie properties, including games, movies, and TV shows like The Amazing Digital Circus, FNAF, Undertale, Shovel Knight, and so much more. Today's Infection AU will be set within the context of this universe and is created by the user Agreeable Goose over on both TikTok and YouTube. So if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this AU and want to see more, please go support the original creator and show them lots of love and support for the series.
Thank you, Gabe.
Without further ado, let's jump into the first episode of this AU titled The Outbreak. Day 1. It's been a day since the virus broke out. Ragatha, Zubul, Kinger, Gangle, and I, Pomni, had to move out of the circus since Jax has been infected. Phase analysis soon. Why did Kane have to open that letter? What was in the letter to cause this mess anyways? We barely made it out alive. We came up with a plan to go to the Canyon Kingdom to use as a place to stay. Luckily, none of the NPCs are infected yet. Gangle lost her leg due to Jax ripping it off. Ragatha and Kinger are out for supplies to survive and help to find a replacement leg for Gangle. Zubul brought their spare parts to use as weapons. Gangle didn't want to use Zubul's parts. I'm praying to any god out there that we live and survive this. We didn't have a
Okay, so let me explain a little bit here why Gangle didn't take any Zubul's parts. Because, one, Zubul's parts only rely on control on top of the base body. But he does have control of them, but I'm guessing what's recently attached can work. So it would make sense for Gangle not to take it, since she doesn't have a physical body to put it on, since she's pretty much floating rebels in a mask, so that's why I didn't include that.
look at the status of our current members of the Digital Circus, starting with Pomni. Save for a little bit of stress and low sanity, she's in pretty good health. She has a lollipop to help reduce her stress, and one of Zubul's arms as a weapon. Likewise can be said for Ragatha. Zubul has a bag of Zubul parts acting as weapon storage. Kinger is surprisingly normal, all things considering. Gangle seems to be in the worst state, considering her stress level is higher than the rest, and she has a note to herself saying no failure.
Okay, Gabe Vincible. If you can read, if you look closely, that says sad failure. This is an S. That's an A.
And
this is a D. And obviously the word failure is right there. Sad failure since people expect more from Gangle. I also made a bit of a mistake later on in episodes, so don't judge. I did try, but sometimes our minds get a little stuffed up. Oh yeah, in previous backs, before, like around here, I did put like a little like side note of what these items are used for. Kinger's leg, Zuba's leg, which is used as a weapon, which obviously does, you know, other things you can use for combat, so yeah. Also, as you can see, the hunger, they're immune, since in the circus itself, you cannot eat, sleep, do anything. You can still go insane. Anyways, let's continue.
All things considering. Inventory. We then cut to an audio recording, which we'll be listening to now.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? I'm trying to warn you. There's too much dangerous things happening here. It all started with a simple email. And now, there's hell. And now, there's... Where are you? I can hear you. Oh, shoot. He's getting closer. Find the portal. Get out of here. Talk to you later.
That was strange. Hey, how is Ginkle holding up?
Not too good. Looks like we have to stay here for a little while. How did you get that walkie-talkie?
I don't know, but it just appeared here, like out of nowhere.
We can discuss this later. Wait till the others to get back. And wait for that thing to respond, whoever's on the other side of that.
Alright, hopefully tomorrow we can do better.
Agreed.
Day 2. Ragatha and King have returned from their supply run. They have collected some medkits for Gangle, some food, all of it just candy, a lighter, and some blankets. I told Ragatha that our walkie-talkie just appeared on the shelf in the room that we were keeping Gangle in. Seems like she's on the same page as Zubul. Kinger is looking quite terrified since he got back. I checked up on him and he said, "Don't worry about it." I need to ask Ragatha on what they saw during their trip. Tomorrow I will go out with Ragatha to search for any survivors. Side note, make an infected phase notes later. We then cut to somewhere else entirely as we follow up on a different character.
Come on, board it up! Board up the walls. Thing. Green, lavender. Hand me more boards and nails, will ya? Oh shoot, who does a Rathian? Okay, so, sorry for pausing it, but as you can see, these little guys, I tried drawing Junimos from Stardew Valley, explained by the last video. Also, there's the Knight from Hollow Knight. I am horrible at art, so if you yell at me, go ahead, I don't care. I am horrible at MS Paint, and it exceeds limits when you're just using a mouse. Also, you can see there's a little board up here. And there's a little crossed out thing that says switch on multiverse beacon. It's not multiple universes, but multiple dimensions. Each dimension, different show, different game. You get the gist. Find the cure. Also some other things like find survivors, use the portals, and find the cure. And yeah, let's continue. A little knight thing, come help us, quick! Woo! Thanks, Yellow.
I fanboyed a little bit there. I love Hollow Knight, so seeing the knight there was really cool.
You're welcome!
So as we can see, the current objectives are to use the portals, find survivors, and to find the cure as well. The reason they're able to even travel the multiverse to find survivors is because they switched a beacon on that allows them to do multiversal travel. In the next episode, we actually finally get those notes on the stages of the cancelling virus and what the symptoms are.
Okay, so for each stage, I'll explain what each of them do. Since this is a reaction video, you've probably seen this before any other one, so yeah. Okay, so you see in stage 1, the wound starts to spread through the body slowly. So depending, the more you have, the more deadly it is. Feeling hot and sweaty. As you can see, there's like a little drop right there for Jax. You don't get worried, and heavy amounts of headaches. Phase 2, it starts to grow. You can visually see it's right there. The infection starts to take over control of the wound, as in phantom limb or something like that, or whatever the medical term is. Wound seems to be sprouting out tentacles of some kind, as you can see right here. Pupils start to shrink, as you can see by just some of Jax's eyes. The victim seems more stressed, as you can see he doesn't have a smile anymore. In the third stage, the infection takes over the victim's clothes, then reaches to the face. As the wound goes up, they also take control of what they're wearing, but there'll be more in depth of the infection later in the TikTok the more I do. So whatever the wound is on the body, if they'll use it as a main weapon, as you can see in Jax's hands, becomes more like a claw. The eyes on the body, as you can see right here, which is similar to the extraction in Maze Digital Circus, and the victim's eyes and mouth are enclosed due to being tired. There's a question mark there, since they don't know much about the infection. Third and final stage, they'll lose control, they change anything in sight can. And there's some ruinable text, but they will try to spread it more, and they lost control of what they do. So, and as you can see here, it says "you are nothing" right here, and it's because of like some other horror ones, like saying "you're nothing, it's useless, you can't fight back."
Day 3. Today's the day that Ragatha and I go out and find some survivors, or NPCs that could possibly be alive. I'm taking my lollipop just in case I get stressed during the search. Ragatha's taking her bow to unravel and wrap it around one of Zubal's arms, her weapon, to use it as a whip.
So, Ragatha does wear a bow in the show. The little blue bow on top of her head. I was thinking maybe a whip would be a good weapon during this time, since for arrows you wouldn't have that much and you'd lose more ammo that quickly, and bows aren't really that good if the one with the bow is very just bendy like an arm.
Update. Since we left, we've been hearing aggressive growling. We're currently in the castle in the Candy Canyon Kingdom. Who we are looking for is the princess of the kingdom.
Apparently he missed out on the name, either it's hard to pronounce, it's Lu-Li-La-Lu. Lu-Li-La-Lu.
Update number 2. We've found her. She's dead. Her head, left arm, and half of her chest is bitten off. My fear's slowly rising. I don't think we're alone.
So, Ragatha, how you and Kinger go through your travels? I heard from them that there was a monster? Oh, yeah, there was. Me and Kinger did find, did hear one. We didn't see him. We only got a glimpse of their, what looks like a tail. Tail? That's strange. But, hey, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. What looks like, we couldn't find anyone in this castle besides the body. Did you, hear that? Yeah, I did. You might as well keep it down before we anger it. Yeah, this place doesn't give the creeps at all. Let's just whisper. Hey, let's just keep looking for more supplies. Yeah.
yeah, things aren't looking too great for Pomni and Ragatha here. I hope nothing bad happens to either one of them. I really like them. But we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
He foreshadowed that so hard. I'm gonna continue, but I'll explain why I had to sacrifice one of the characters.
And we won't have to wait and see for long, as we're right on to the next episode and we find out immediately what happens to the two of them.
Well, I hope we're getting close to leaving. I don't think we could stay here a bit longer. Agreed. I wonder how Kinger, Gangle, and Zubul are doing. On Gangle. Please, wake up.
Oh, don't worry, Zubul. We have been through worse.
You're right on that one. Kinger, I don't know. I just couldn't live without Gangle, you know? Like you and Queenie.
What?
Never mind.
Remember yesterday when Ragatha and I came back?
Yeah, I remember.
We did encounter a monster. Ragatha was scared and hid in a box, while I was behind it.
Kinger, what did it look like?
It was big, mutated, and looked like Pomni's NPC friend. I believe their name was...
Kinger, what the...
Oh, look. Gangle seems to be better.
I know what happened back there, but, you mind telling me, what you guys were talking about while I was out?
Zubul and I were talking about, I don't remember.
Oh, he said Ragatha and him encountered a monster, and he's probably still alive. We don't know what happened to Ragatha and Pomni. They went out to search for more survivors. Kinger,
What?
kept this to yourself so you can make yourself feel better. I don't care about your amnesia anymore, Kinger. Stop playing it off. They're probably dead right now, Kinger. Ragatha! Don't worry, I got this. Shotgun!
Okay, so before I continue, I believe right around... I went too far back. Hold on. There we go. You see the other reptile heads right here. What I was trying to design was Cerberus, the three-headed dog in Greek mythology, but as a reptile. I obviously got Gummigoo, but also had to include the other gentle rest of his crew. But they lost their hats, and the center head's been the leader.
Ragatha! Don't worry, I got this. Shotgun! Ragatha, are you okay? Stay back, monster.
These two are mine, you three-headed reptile. Get back here!
That was weird, I guess. Oh, Ragatha! I'm here. Are you okay? Oh, come on, get up, come on. Let's get out of here. Yeah, right on your tail, Pomni. Just give me a sec. I think I bruised my arm. Oh, no. No. Not one of the infected, is it? You have to go, Pomni. I know this is going to be hard, but I'm not gonna last here any longer. No, stop. Ragatha, stop, please. I don't want to lose you. You're the only one that defended my ships besides Jax. Pomni, it's alright. Just leave me be. It's all gonna be okay. I want you to protect that other the others for me. And remember the guy or gal behind the radio or the walkie-talkie? I want you to follow them. What I've heard, they could be trustworthy. Could you do that for me?
Yeah, Ragatha. Just.
Shh. It's okay, Pomni. Just go.
Okay. Hey, I already hear the creators being yelled at through the TikTok comments right now.
Yeah. See ya, Pomni.
Alright. So I had to sacrifice Ragatha because, one, there'll be many characters surviving, and I want to create, for this episode, I want to have a feeling of one of other, like, popular franchises or games that I've played that has this similar effect of you losing an ally either from a disease or being killed. And I had to be Ragatha, man. And because, she didn't have enough time to rest. I had to sacrifice her because we haven't got that much information about her yet. The reasons I say yet, because Glitch Productions is making episode 5 of The Amazing Digital Circus. And as you can see here, she's infected. Kinda. If you can look here, there's a question mark if you look real closely. Could lead or foreshadow what more could mean for Agatha. Later in the series, we will find her. That will be a hint that I'm giving to you. And that's the only hint I'm giving. Let us continue.
So that was a lot to process, so let's break it down before we jump ahead to the next part. It's revealed that the good old friendly NPC Gummy Goo is the one that's been infected and mutated and is currently hunting down Ragatha and Pomni. Kinga only mentioned this after his temporary amnesia went away and then quickly came back in. Zubul was understandably angry about this and was worried now that Ragatha and Pomni were pretty much gone for and done for. And that's half true, as sadly Ragatha got pretty much attacked. She got a scratch and now she's infected and sadly had to be left behind as not to risk the rest of the group back at base. The tragic lesbians just can't catch a break, it seems. And, unfortunately, it's very sad and everything, but at least the creator's actually able to balance it out with some nice humor, some 4-4 breaking, which I do appreciate. It's very nice. It kind of eases up the tension a little bit. Still very heartbreaking, and our first major loss outside of Jax. So, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens next. Day 5. Yesterday, Pomni returned from her trip with Ragatha. Unfortunately, Ragatha has fallen to the infected. Pomni saw this monster and described it as a three-headed crocodile. Kinga was right about it, but wrong to keep it to himself. We're letting Pomni rest because she's suffered for a death that's hurt a lot emotionally. Imagine someone that the fandom ships you with that can possibly work. It hurts that bad. Gangle woke up and she's treating her new leg surprisingly great. I have a feeling that we have to evacuate soon.
As you can tell, for the day logs, I have to change the icon on top of here to whoever's writing it. Now it was Zubul, and before it was Pomni. I'll draw their head or what could represent them in this story. Let us continue.
We then get a status update of everyone surviving in the groups. We see that Zubul now has a walkie-talkie and first aid. Pomni's got a candy shotgun, so that's pretty cool. Gangle now is holding the bag of Zubul parts, which is a weapon storage. Kinger has Zubul's leg still, but is feeling a lot more stressed now because of the events that's happened recently, and we get a little teaser saying, "Are we safe? Can we trust a voice?"
There were other text in there, but I'll let you guys find out for yourself in the TikTok. But if you wanna download it or something like that, if you can, but you really have to look and pay attention. It is very hard to read, but if you can find what it says, that'll be amazing, and you guys will probably get a shout out. Leave a comment down below if you found it out. Alright, let's continue.
Referring to the walkie-talkie, I'm assuming.
Is anyone there?
Hello?
Oh, good. Oh, good. You don't understand how much I've been waiting for someone to respond. How many are there with you?
4. How long did you have to wait for? Jesus.
Well, we have other outputs, so yeah, you guys are just number 3.
How can we even trust you here?
You can trust me, alright? Well, I'm not alone, but I do have some friends with me.
What? How? What?
All your questions will be answered soon, but for now, you guys have to go.
Okay, just give us some time, alright?
Give a signal, and I'll create a portal right where you are.
Okay, we're ready, but what about this portal stuff?
Alright, doing it now.
Weird.
Before you go in, the environment you might go through behind that portal is very cold. Antarctic cold. So, hope you brought a jumper or sweater.
Did you take us directly where you are?
Well, I can answer that one. We cannot put the portals directly there because it'll take too much of the power in our generators. And besides, it'll be too much work to do it, and it exceeds the limit of the portal.
Why take us around locations?
That's why we're bringing all of you into one space, so when all together, we can bring you over to us.
Dick, why not just take us all in one location, just like that?
Well, here's the thing. Since you guys are the furthest, and there is something close by to you, so we keep on... So you guys keep making pit stops, keep getting closer and closer to us, well, getting more survivors. Hopefully you don't lose any.
Agreed. See ya.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, circus.
So the digital circus gang are taking a leap of faith and being transported to an alternate dimension, something like a frozen Arctic wasteland of some kind?
Some kind. The next episode will surely clear things up, since it is the Murder Drones universe. Yes, I am spoiling it before it is presented. Thank you, goodbye. And let's head on to the next episode.
Hopefully at least be better than where they are currently and not full of infected, but no promises there. And who's the mysterious voice on the other line? Maybe we'll find out soon. But first, let's have a checkup on our good old buddy Kane and see what exactly has become of his fate.
My head? Huh? Where am I? Wait, Bubble?
Here, boss.
Oh, thank God you're here. I thought I was gonna be alone. Say, Bubble, where are we?
I don't know, boss. It seems we're inside a dark room with a bunch of tables and chairs.
Read, young Bubble. Now, time to teleport out of here.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Dentures.
Talking about. My name is Kane, Ringmaster the Amazing.
You're just an AI, Dentures. Or should I say, Kane?
I need to explain something real quick. The mysterious voice is not stupid. This voice currently, not the one over the walkie-talkie. Kane is AI, like ChatGPT, or one of those AIs that forgets real quickly. Like, you can say, forget that, and they'll say, forget what? So I made Kane that way. and the mysterious voice is being real smart about it and knows the limits of AI. So yeah, let's continue.
Wow, you're a fast learner, so what do you need me for?
You are simply a greater stone in my plan for power.
I love the idea. What do you want me to do?
I want you to do your magic, your coding. I want you to open doors. Doors that lead towards the victims, the characters, the protagonists.
Hurt them? Ain't no way. I don't want to do that.
Well, you better. Otherwise, I have some of my acquaintances get rid of you manually. Or better yet, alter your code.
I'll be good.
Good.
By the way, what's your name, mysterious figure?
Call me TCO, the Corrupted Overlord.
The Corrupted Overlord is more of a title. Since there are 4 of these mysterious voices, and 2 are revealed in this video. This is one of them. Excluding the walkie-talkie guy. TCO, the Corrupted Overlord, is more of a title, and what they should call him or them. I haven't really thought of all of it out, but yeah. If you want an early name reveal for TCO, their name is Catalyst. And if you want more of their bio or what about them, I'll make a TikTok about it soon. Very soon.
So Kane has been transported to some unknown place at the behest of the ultimate mastermind behind this whole infection plan overall, TCO, the Corrupted Overlord. Now, if TCO is working by himself or with others is currently unknown. They do mention he has some acquaintances that can alter Kane's code in some way, so that's an interesting threat. I assume that if Kane does start to push the boundaries a little bit, Bubble will be the first one to go, so...
Bubble can be respawned. We've seen him die multiple times in the series. He can be respawned. In canon, canonically, he's an AI with Kane. And, no matter how many times you pop him, he'll still come back. So, Bubble won't die permanently yet. Hint, hint.
I don't have high hopes for Bubble surviving this, but again, we'll see. But yeah, so we finally get a name of the villain who's behind this. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this villain will start to pop up in later chapters and make themselves more of a known presence in the story. Especially after mentioning to Kane that he wants him to open doors to find more victims and to spread the infection. Day 8. It has been 3 days since we left what I assume to be our world. Pomni is still depressed about leaving Ragatha behind to the infected. Zubul is still mad at Kingo about the 3-headed crocodile. It's very hard to see through this blizzard. We didn't have a lantern or anything that helps us see through the snow. The guy behind the walkie-talkie told us to look for a metal door. According to them, there are a few survivors. I hope we can trust them. Side note, wear shoes so you don't fly off during heavy winds.
Gangle is just stringing a mask, and she would just fly off if she doesn't have anything to hold on to. So in this case, before the update, they were wandering through Copper 9, the planet of the Metadrones. And Gangle's wrapped around Kinger, since Kinger is heavy and he's probably having his hands holding on to him, or holding on to Gangle. Let's continue.
I wonder what happened to Kane after the infection started. Update. We all agreed to rest at an abandoned cabin to rest for a day. I have a strange feeling that we are being watched.
For your Murder Drones fans, if you can recognize this silhouette, this is supposed to be Nori. Uzi's mom. Yes. I am terrible at art again. Don't yell at me. I did have to use reference photos to help it be better. So, yeah, let's continue.
Hey, can we get some lights?
Okay, before we continue, he forgot to say this line. I forgot to make it gray. I covered it up so you can say, sure, give me a minute. And then then a pause, then he will say, here's a lantern, he's an electric one. Let's continue.
Here's a lantern. It's an electric one, so turn it off when necessary and recharge it. Thank you. Make sure you be cautious on your surroundings. Why? How can I describe this? There are robotic dinosaurs, specifically the Velociraptor. They can try to blind you with their eyes like a camouflage, but since they're infected, they rely on sight. You would need to camouflage in the snow.
Okay, here's a quick thing. The robotic velociraptors are, I'm referring to the sentinels in Murder Drones. I forgot what they were called. And they do that in the actual show. They flash on the worker drones, and they are stunned with a loading screen on their face. Let's continue.
How are we supposed to do that? Figure it out yourself. Gee, thanks for your help. Oh, and one more thing. Once you enter through that steel door, stay quiet. There's an infected behind it, and inside where the survivors are. So, why do we have to be quiet? Well, it relies on sound. They're attracted to sound. I've organized the infected by their specific flaws.
What they mean by flaws is what the downsides of them are. I'm planning to have a infected log since the circus survival group meets the murder drone survival group. And then we'll do a throughout log and compare notes and such. Anyways, let's continue.
I think we've gotten all of that. Good luck, and talk to you later. Oh, and one more thing. The password is DarkXWolf17. Okay, goodbye. Robotic dinosaurs, huh? I don't know why my first thought is immediately Horizon Zero Dawn, but I know
It is Murder Drones, yes.
it's definitely not that. I'm thinking it's Murder Drones related, but I'm just not too sure. Maybe it's something I'm not really familiar with, but yeah, this sounds incredibly exciting, so yeah, let's go on to the next part. Day 9. It's been at least one day. That guy from the walkie-talkie gave us an electric lantern. At least that's what Zubul said. I saw a glimpse of what seems to be a clump of flesh. I don't know what to do.
The clump of flesh is referring to the heart form that the murder drones have, but also other kinds of worker drone have worker drones in their heart form in the show what they actually are called. Nori's in her heart form since, for one, her body's already gone, and I'm guessing Sin took over it. For it when she says, "Oh look, a new host," and yeah, this takes place in the Murder Drones universe. It takes place after episode 8, the finale.
I would ask Zubul, but they still seem to be keeping an eye on the door. Pomni is still going through a phase. I asked Kinger and he said to follow my heart. I'm still thinking about what to do. I'll update what happens next after the day. I hope Pomni is alright. Maybe I should talk to her when we are in a safer place. All I get from Pomni is her saying, "It's my fault. It should have been me. And I'm sorry."
That's what you get for being in depression. You have like self-doubt. You talk to yourself very, very like horrible stuff to yourself. Like self-doubt, like it's my fault, it should have been me, and I'm sorry. Apologizing for stuff she hasn't even done yet. Or what you haven't done. So I'm making Pomni emo until they're in a safe place. And I'm thinking extending the days, so not every 5 days there will be a time skip, but yeah, something similar to that. Let's continue.
I think it's a good thing that we can't catch any diseases like hypothermia or frostbite. That would have been bad. Hey, open the door! Who's there? Gangle, don't open that door. But Zubul, what if they're a survivor? Gangle, ignore Zubul, just open the door. Shut up, Kinga. Ganga, don't open that bloody door. We'll let her decide for once. Gangle, what do you want to do? Okay. I think... Now, I want to leave it to everyone in the comments. What would you choose to do in this situation?
Okay, so, I was trying to imitate, Dragon Ball Z Rotting Heroes Infection AU. Gabe Invincible did cover that AU, or Alternative Universe, and they have a unique way of letting the viewers decide what option they choose, and I was thinking, hey, maybe I should do it. So I put in vote in the comments, the most decides all, and the choices would be open the door and let the voice in, or leave the door closed and listen to Zubul. And I even put their icons there. And even put some traits down if you choose either. Okay. Each one being a little bit of a gamble. Pretty much, Kinger's option is the traits of risky infection getting in and more knowledge about the infected in the current world you're in. So what world they're currently in, like since they're in the Murder Drones universe, they'll know about what they're in and such. And for Zubul, it's just less people to worry about, less resources used, and securing safety for the group, which pretty much is them four. And let's continue.
Would you open the door and let this voice in? With the chance of there being affected or learning more about the outside world? Or would you leave the door closed and listen more to your cautious side and worry about conserving resources and less people to worry about? I'm curious, what would you decide to do?
V, are you in there?
Before we continue, Gabe Invincible forgot a log in this one. There was originally a day 9 on the Murder Drone Survivor Group side explaining what happened. He forgot it, and I didn't mention it in the comments section in this video. And that's pretty much it. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
I'm talking through a speaker. It's me, Hen, if you could remember that name. It's day 9, and you've been locked in one of the classrooms, gnawing on poor... I never really got her name, but I think she was one of your friends. Uzi told me she's one of the bullies, I'm guessing. The blonde one, I forgot, but if you want to continue eating her, I don't necessarily mind.
I forgot Lizzie's name for a while when this episode came out. I didn't know her name was Lizzie. And yes, she's blonde. She has pink eyes, like Uzi, but hers is purple. And she's acts like one of the popular girls from school. And I decided to make Lizzie a victim, unfortunately. So yeah, let's continue.
But if you have anything, just answer, okay?
Oh, I can hear you. It's been a while. Just let me out. Tell me where you are. My eyes burn. Just pull me out of my misery.
Okay, so what I'm planning to do here in this setting is the entire bunker is on lockdown. So all the rooms are locked. The school's on lockdown in all the rooms. And the little antenna you see little things off V's head is trying to mimic the Minecraft Warden's little antlers, because she's one of the types of infected that attract sound like before. Let's continue.
Geez, it seems very worse, Uzi. Are you sure we can't just, kill her? I feel very bad to do it. And as much as I love killing V, it's just... we can't do that without assimilating and destroying her vital organs. Besides, we all know what you two did after you killed Jade the first time.
Referencing the pilot in the episode after that, episode 2, where Jay becomes that enormous protocol thing that's terrifying.
And she looked centipedally insect-like, long centipede. Yeah, that. But what about your mom? Sure, she's fine. I hope.
I got some news for you. Your mom found them, but they're not letting her in. I forgot to mention towards them. Obviously, they let her in. We don't want those robotic reptiles chewing them up, huh?
That's good, but why didn't you tell them before?
Don't worry. I'll go back and tell them, but I got busy with other stuff on my end. Infected, obviously, but also some people losing.
I did misspell some. I am sorry. I was typing this and it was late at night when I made this episode. So, yeah, let's continue.
Their sanity. I hope you can find a little bit of sympathy for me.
Okay, we'll forgive you, but no more funny business. What she said.
On it. Over out.
So quite a bit to unpack there. So it looks like V has been infected with the virus. And
I did use the American spelling for mom because the murder drones use mostly American spelling instead of the British Australian ones. And I'm guessing they use the American kind. We don't know if they're American, British, or any other country that speaks English, but I'm guessing they are American since they are known to capture territory. I'm guessing, I don't know.
Anne's been trying to communicate her, trying to reason with her somehow and get to her better self, but that's not turning out quite well. Uzi is with Anne, and she's currently worried about her mom being outside there, and a mysterious voice on the other side of the walkie-talkie is communicating to them, basically saying that the other group of survivors, the Digital Circus gang, have made it to the shelter, but he forgot to tell them that to watch out for Uzi's mom, and so there's no guarantee that they'll actually let her in. Understandably, Uzi is quite frustrated about this, but she's holding out hope that they will listen to reason, and hopefully luck will be on their side, and they'll let her mom in if the time comes. The next part will be the last part for now. It is currently still being updated as we speak. I think this update came out about a day or so ago, so very recent. The creator is still updating this AU very frequently. But yes, let's jump on to the next part and the last part for now.
I am the corrupted Overlord. Must you already know that name? Some of you don't.
This epilogue is taking place after day 9, obviously, and he's pretty much explaining what he's been doing and his travels. Catalyst is basically making video logs. Yes, that's right. Again, this is Catalyst, the Corrupted Lord. It's more of a title, but if you want to keep calling him the TCO, go ahead. I don't care. Let's continue.
I am tasked to not only bring despair, chaos, and all that stuff, but I'm morally just an assistant to someone else. No one will ever know the true boss, since I'm collecting other people. Do you think Cain was the first? No. I had other help. I had to kill the devil from that Cuphead place, whatever it's called.
So, yes, they have the technology to travel through different dimensions, aka indie games, indie shows, indie movies, and any other indie property. Basically, those four have different unique kind of powers. Catalyst is mostly protection and extraction. Let's continue.
In Carlisle? Well, we had to summon him and imprison him, but he wasn't killed. He's still alive. Barely. But enough about me. All we need now is your attention. Keep your eye out. Measly mortals.
Assistant, I need you this instant.
You know what? I'm bringing the camera over. Even though it's not a camera, it's more of an audio recorder. You know what? Fine. Come on. I've arrived as soon as you called. What is it that you request?
I just need a progress update upon what I have instructed.
We are 16% done with phase 1. Unfortunately, more survival groups have initiated across the dimensions. One dimension has fallen, unfortunately.
And this dimension is...
The amazing digital circus, my lord. Unfortunately, 4 have survived and escaped. 1 was a survivor, which was 5, but now they got infected and left behind. They're now escaped to Copper 9, also known as murder drones.
There's no
The other voice, as you can hear, is named Calamity. Calamity is more of a leader to the others, and he's the reason why the virus is created in the first place. He didn't make the virus, but he was the idea around the virus. That's right, I'm explaining this, and even though it's not official yet, it could be an interesting theory you want to go off by. Let's continue.
Possible way they can jump dimensions. We've done our research about all of this. How could they escape unless they got outside help?
That is correct, my lord. We haven't found them yet. But we still have many other worlds to conquer.
Tell Kane to create a door from the circus to Copper 9 and make sure it's beneath so they can see it unexpectedly. Understand?
On it, sir. I'll go tell Kane immediately. But what about the others?
Locate, exterminate, but if they're important, collect.
On it, sir. I won't disappoint you. This time.
What Catalyst is referring to here is he has failed before. That's why he said this time. But here's the thing about Catalyst. What I'm trying to make Catalyst is more of a protector, since I'm naming them after a certain type of like other things. But you'll figure it out later on. There's still 2 more members that we haven't covered yet, and I'm planning to have different voice actors for each of them. Let's continue.
Lots of big revelations there. So we found out that the TCO isn't the mastermind, they're actually just an assistant for the bigger man in charge. Who this bigger person is, we're not really too sure, but they sound quite threatening and ominous, that's for certain. We know that one dimension has fallen, they've dealt with the devil from Inkwell Isle, which is Cuphead's world, and they're very much investigating and aware that the Digital Circus crew are in the Murder Drones dimension as we speak. And TCO has been tasked with trying to collect more victims, or more recruits, basically, to help them with the cause, sort of like Kane, to blackmail them and force them to work for them. That's what I'm getting, at least. But yeah, that's a pretty big piece to drop off on, and yeah, we'll have to leave off on that. But hey, thanks again for watching so much. If you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate it. This has probably been my longest coverage of an Infection AU to date. This one's been really enjoyable. Massive shout out to the creator, Agreeable Goose, for allowing me to cover this AU. It's been an enjoyable experience, and if you want to support them and see more of this story, please go.
Okay, let's cover some things before I end the video. First of all, the thumbnail is well made. They could probably swap out Pop New with someone else. Just saying, I'm not being mean. Other stuff that I'm trying to put together is I will make a part 2, but it wouldn't be necessary to exist. I'm leaving it all to Gabe Vincible to do it. And after the Murder Drones universe, you know what, might as well make a little leak. What burns more than eternity, than suffered with others? There's a sneak peek. What could I did ask Gabe Vincible if he would like to voice in this, and I haven't got a response yet. But I did put a question thing here for you other people to do. This guy asked, what is exactly the infection? How does it work? So first of all, I said it's similar to abstraction, the TC, but more like more in the world of dark virus. Yes. There are different types of infection. I did say this before. And to answer his other question, I say, you'll see how it works, and it's more biological, created by the boss, also known as Calamity. And I revealed the name early. This person did a long question, but let's just go up to here. Yeah, the other bit. He says he loves. Yeah, I appreciate it. Why hasn't Kane been infected if he's the one that opened the email? The mail. And how did Jax get infected? Unless is the infected from the gate in Murder Drones a Murder Drone or a normal drone? That's infected. Or a Velociraptor. About that, I did answer the question. The Velociraptors are infected. If you watch Murder Drones, that is Uzi's mom, Nori. That's her name. This guy asked if it's going to be Undertale, and I give him a simple out. It's like, yes. I did ask him. He didn't respond yet. I'm still waiting. Okay, Invincible, if you're watching this video, I'm happy if you could say, if you said yes, but if you don't want to do it, it's up to you. Then it's fine. I don't mind. You won't be getting paid. I will probably put you in like the subtitle thing of like credits or something in the title sequence. Anyways, that's all. This video is amazing. Make sure to subscribe to Gabe Vincible as well, and subscribe to me again, and also follow my TikTok so you know what's latest news is popping up. See you later. Goodbye. And if you enjoy this, well, I'm stealing your keys, putting them away, and crossing it off my list. Untitled Goose Game reference. Bye.